Good afternoon. It's Logan Albright here, coming to you on the day of the Super Bowl, the big game. And in honor of that, I thought I would review a book about football. Just kidding, I don't have any books about football. Instead, I'm going to review a book about religion because that's more important. The book I'm going to talk about today is Brideshead Revisited by Evelyn Waugh. Now, Evelyn Waugh is an author that I had heard a lot about, and a lot of people that I admire and really trust their opinions of have said great things about him. So that he's an author I should check out. And I tried to read him years ago. I read, I think, his first novel, which was called Decline and Fall, and I really didn't get into it. Didn't do anything for me. I think part of it was my expectations were it was going to be more humorous, more along the lines of P.G. Wodehouse, because he's thought of as a satirist and a humorist in a lot of ways, and it really wasn't that funny. So I didn't get into it, but I wanted to give him another chance. So I just recently recently read for the first time Brideshead Revisited in this edition here, which is a paperback from Back Bay Books. They also do the Horatio Hornblower series. I think they do a good job. Nice, handsome paperbacks. And I really liked it. I think it's a great book. It's not, as you may have thought, about a woman who gets beheaded on her wedding day. That's what I initially thought. It says completely wrong. It's not about that at all. It's about a man named Charles Ryder at the first half of the 20th century, maybe the 1930s. He has a relationship with his family who lives at Brideshead, and they're kind of a messed up family, and it's all about that, and it leads into the Second World War. And it's about, the author said it was primarily about religion, which I agree with. It is about religion, but it's also about relationships, it's about family, it's about aging, it's about youth, it's about the decline and fall of the British Empire. It's got a lot in there, and there are some funny moments. I certainly wouldn't call it a comedy, but there are some funny moments in there. And Evelyn Waugh, the author, has a great sense of language. He really describes some scenes very well. I really like his writing style, and I can see why he's popular among people that I admire. I notice, again, I'm doing another British author here. I've noticed the last few books I've done, it seems like I exclusively do British authors, so I got to try to find some more Americans to talk about. But I am a bit of an Anglophile, and I do like British writing quite a lot. So a lot of my favorite authors are from over there. We'll get into that more as I do more videos. But back to Brideshead Revisited. It's a charming story. It's tragic. It's funny. It's got everything going for it. There's romance. There's depression and darkness, and you see the worst part of the human condition. And I think the religious angle is really unique and interesting. It really made me think about Catholicism. All the characters in this family are Catholic, and the narrator is not Catholic. And him trying to come to grips and understand what their relationship with their religion is very interesting to me, and it's an angle I haven't seen taken in other books before. So I really enjoyed that. So if you are going to read Evelyn Waugh, I recommend Brideshead Revisited. I don't recommend Decline and Fall, which is the first one I read. It really didn't do anything for me. Although now that I've read this and enjoyed it, I may have to go back and reread that one and see if I like it better. That's my review for today. Enjoy the big game. I hope your favorite team wins, and I'll see you next week.